All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We already crushed the 7K subscriber goal, so we are going to update that board here for you guys. Look at Joe Burrow, looking at all these nice, tasty giveaways. We have the 8K sub jersey giveaway. We have the 9K sub sports memorabilia giveaway, 10K subs, the big one, $1,000 giveaway, and the 12K subs. We're going to send a couple people to a game of their choice. Guys, we are very excited for the football season, but no more talking. Let's get right into this video, Trey. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA football picks and props for Saturday, September 23rd slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, starts off.
Yeah, and at the moment, it's 0 for 0. My game has not started as we're recording at 7:45 Central Time, but I gave out Air Force over 26.5 team total versus San Jose State. Their offense is just a wagon. San Jose State on a short week. Don't think they had enough time to prep for their offense.
Seth?
My game is in the second quarter, but I took NC State minus 9.5 against Virginia. It's currently sitting at 7-7 with NC State driving with just over 9 minutes to go before halftime. I think we're still going to be comfortable here. NC State started off slow, but Brennan Armstrong is going up against his old team, so I do think he will get this job done for us.
Yeah, and then I have the Wisconsin Badgers minus 6.5 against Purdue tonight. They are at the half. Wisconsin currently leading 21-3. Purdue cannot do anything offensively. This one's looking really good for me. But let's move on to our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to start us off here with James Madison at Utah State. I'm super pumped to watch this game. I think I've turned into a mini James Madison fan because they're just such a great team. Because James Madison, they enter this game with a 3-0 record, but they are 1-2 ATS this season, though. But they do have big wins over Troy and Virginia. And Utah State, they come to this game with a 1-2 record and have lost by double digits in both of their games versus FBS opponents. Their only win was against an FCS opponent in Idaho State. So I expect James Madison to come this game and dominate per usual. I'm taking them minus 4.5 in this game. The reason why I love James Madison so much in this game is because of their run defense. Guys, I said this stat last week, and it got even better this week. They have allowed a total of 9 rushing yards on the season. That's an average of 3 per game. Their run defense is stout. Like I said, they play decent teams in Troy and Virginia. It's not like they're going out there and playing cupcake teams, going up against FCS teams every week. And Utah State, with them being the 112th rushing offense in the FBS, I just don't think that their offense is going to get going. And James Madison is going to turn them into a one-dimension offense, which is going to help us out a lot. So give me James Madison to control this game and put a domination station win here against Utah State. I'm taking James Madison minus 4.5 versus Utah State.
I love it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and if it tells anybody anything on Trey's point, NC State's already allowed 54 rushing yards to Virginia. So, yes, that is very impressive. But I'm going to take Duke minus 22.5 here against UConn. UConn's been miserable this season as they have gotten off to an 0-3 start. This one isn't going to get much better for them as they will be getting a matchup against a ranked Duke team that has looked fantastic on both sides of the ball this season. Duke started the season with a win against Clemson and haven't looked back. This UConn has allowed 27.7 points per game this season and are allowing teams to average 374 yards per game. This Duke team should feast on that, and they rank 35th in college football, averaging 458.7 yards per game. Duke should run away with this game as their defense should be able to hold this Huskies offense in check that has averaged only 15 points per game this year. Give me Duke in blowout fashion in this one against UConn.
Yeah, so I like that play as well. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at a game that not a lot of people are going to be watching, but I think you need to just take it and forget about it because this is going to be a pretty easy win, I believe. I will be looking at UAB, the Blazers, going to play the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm going to take the UAB Blazers plus 40.5 to cover this massive spread against Georgia. This is the first season in the AAC for the UAB Blazers, and so far they have lost to Georgia Southern by 6 and Louisiana by 20. They are giving up a lot of yards in these games, but they are also scoring an average of 30.3 points per game on the season. This is going to be a tough game going up against Georgia. They might not even score in this one, but from what I've seen from Georgia this season, I don't think they can score 40 points at all. They have gotten off to slow starts in all 3 of their games so far this season, and then Kirby goes in the halftime and gives them a pep speech at halftime. It always seems to work. But I'm not impressed with any team in the nation so far this season, let alone Georgia. I don't think Georgia will be able to cover this massive spread, and they are currently 0-2-1 against the spread this season, pushing against Ball State as a 42-point favorite. I think UAB does enough on offense, even if it is just one score. I think they do enough to cover the 40-point spread. I expect UAB to score 14 points. That's my goal for them. Give me UAB plus 40.5 against Georgia as my play. Guys, let's move over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
I love that one, actually. But I'm 0 for 0 so far. I give out Brennan Armstrong over 251.5 passing yards versus Virginia. Like Seth said early on, he got off to a slow start, but I'm hoping he turns it on late to kind of give us that sweet revenge game special that I was hoping for.
Seth?
Yeah, and my prop's not looking too good. Chimere DK for Wisconsin has not even been targeted in this game. They have more focused on just running the crap out of Braylon Allen in this game. So I'm not holding out hope that we are going to hit this because they are already up 21-3 in this game. So it's likely they'll just continue to pound the ball on the ground.
Yeah, my play was Braylon Allen over 74.5 rushing yards. It's actually been Mordecai on the ground more than Allen. Mordecai has 49 yards. Allen has 45 yards. 9 attempts for Mordecai, 8 attempts for Allen. But I do expect Wisconsin to just ground and pound the second half up 21-3. So he should be able to get that number. But let's move on to our plays for tomorrow. Trey, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, and I'm going to start us off with a rushing prop. And you guys know I love to attack quarterback rushing. This time I'm going to attack a running back. I'm going to go Rasheen Ali over 102.5 rushing yards versus Virginia Tech. I really love our chances for Ali to dominate in this game. He's just the engine that makes this Thundering Herd offense go. In his 2 games this season, he's averaged 111 rushing yards per game, which is over this number. And I expect him to churn out a ton of yards in this game because honestly, he's getting an absolute cupcake matchup here versus this Virginia Tech team because this Hokies defense, especially their rush defense, is abysmal. They allow the 7th most rushing yards per game with an average of over 220 rushing yards per game. And with Ali being the lead back with this Marshall Thundering Herd offense, I expect him to easily get over 100 rushing yards in this game. So give me Rasheen Ali to go over 102.5 rushing yards versus Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Trey, I love that play, Seth.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and take a passing prop here, and I'm going to take Riley Leonard over 207.5 passing yards. Like I mentioned in my game pick, this UConn team has been miserable to start this year. They're 0-3 currently, and they've allowed 27 points per game while allowing teams to average 370 yards per game. I look for this Duke team to air it out as they're currently averaging 458.7 total yards per game. Leonard also did hit this over in his previous game against Northwestern on only 20 passing attempts. I think he will have a good chance in this one to hit the over as they will likely put up some points in a hurry through the air and then control the clock on the ground in the second half. Give me Leonard's over passing yards in this game as I feel like this is set pretty low at 206.5.
Yeah, Seth, I like that play as well. For my prop, I'm going to be looking at Troy Franklin over 85.5 receiving yards against Colorado. If you were able to catch our live tonight or last night, you know how I feel about this game, how it's going to go. I don't think Colorado will be able to stop Oregon at all in this game. So give me the best receiver on their team to go over 85.5 receiving yards. So far, he has 2 100-yard games, and he got an 83-yard game against Hawaii in a complete blowout against them. The Colorado Buffaloes so far on defense have allowed 30.33 points per game and 265 yards through the air per game. One of those games was against Nebraska, and Sims was horrible in that game. The other was against Colorado State, where they allowed 35 points and nearly 400 yards in the air. If Colorado State is putting up 400 passing yards on your defense, the only thing you can do is pray against this Oregon team. Give me Troy Franklin over 85.5 receiving yards as my play. Guys, that's going to do it for NCAA football plays for Saturday, September 23rd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.